Listen, baby, you got to be able to recognize manipulative behavior and to be able to call it out. And Leo is working my last nerve. What's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? I am your girl, Talisa Ray, self-love advocate and wife coach. If it's your first time visiting my channel, cop a seat, join the family, shine like the rest of us, okay? Bright like a diamond, I'm sorry, like the sun itself, okay? Light up the whole world when you become a ray of sunshine. Listen, so we are reviewing Love is Blind, season 7, and I have watched episodes 4 and 5. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, because it's 4 and 5, I really don't want it to be long, but it is, so it might be, I don't know. So pause it and come back, right? Pause it and come back, right? One more time. Pause it and come back. Interact, because if you're watching, you know, if you've been here for a while, you know I be having questions for you to answer about the way you feel, for us to kind of reflect on the things that we like and enjoy and what we don't like either. But what we don't like, and I think that we all can agree on, is that Leo is manipulative, and it was toxic AF. Him and Brittany in that pod, him and Hannah in that pod, just because she said, I'm in love with someone else. I love another person. I love my other connection. We shared moments, and I said, I love you. All of a sudden, now you want me? Now you passionate about wanting to be with me? You were unsure, because you really thought you were that guy because you had a little change in your pocket. And you probably used to it. But what I recognized, too, about Leo as I was watching him, he ain't got no game. And when he was at boarding school, was it an all-boy boarding school? Like, he didn't get a chance to really interact with the ladies probably until he got to college. So he just seems a little awkward. This hair, honey, is long and it is bothering me on my back. And I want you to know that a surefire way to see if someone is manipulating you and being manipulative, it's a very, like, sometimes there's a fine line, like, oh, he's saying that because he cares. Ready? I don't care who it is. If they say to you, if you can't do X, Y, and Z, then we aren't meant to be together. If you can't hang in there and have this conversation with me right now, we can't be together. If you can't tell me that you love me, we can't be together. I'm asking you to marry you. You can't tell me, if you can't tell me, give me an answer that we can talk more about it and meet tomorrow, then we weren't meant together. Anything is if X, Y, and Z, then, right? A, B, and C. I don't know. Do it the other way. If A, B, and C, then X, Y, and Z. Anything like that looks like someone is manipulating you. Then we see Bodan and Marissa. And Marissa, honey, we can talk about Bodan, Marissa, and Ramses together because they are kind of all intertwined with their love triangle. And she just tells both of them, like, I have such a good connection with you. We are the same, is what she tells Bodan. We're the same. We're the same. You know, one thing that I did like is that she was like, I want a family book club. I used to have a book club, babe. I love reading books with people. And the funny thing is, I feel like I'd be searching for a new book club, babe. Y'all know I'm a reader. If you follow me on TikTok, you know that I had started reviewing books, and I think I'm gonna go back to that. Ones that are delusional, you know, love books, stuff that we can just lose ourselves in that make no sense in reality are my favorite. So I love fantasy books too, but so if I'm gonna read a romantic novel, it has to feed into delusion, right? It has to be not reality. Nevertheless, let's keep going. So then we see Tim and Alex, and I'm all like, him and his obsession with sharing about his sister's passing. I get it. I get it. I understand that it was something that was, you know, detrimental and hurtful. But baby, you need to get like real counseling, because everything, lots of things he says are about his sister. So he gives her a bracelet And he was like, this was the bracelet that one sister was gonna give to another before they passed, blah, blah, blah. And now I wanna give it to you. And did you read the inscription? Like, I low-key feel like, is that his way of like manipulating her? That's the easiest way for him to be vulnerable. And I'm wondering, like, is she in delusion right now? All of that kind of like plays into my very analytical, very logical, rational side of me. But the other side of me, the delusional side, the whimsical side, the romantic side, is all in. So if I teeter-totter, right? That's why. That's why. My logical side is battling with my, you know, unrealistic, romantic, loving self. Like, yeah. Anyway, so then we see Monica and Steven. She said that he reminds her of his dad. How many of you are in relationships with people who possess qualities as your father or your mother? You know what I'm saying? Things that you admired about them. You know, the saying used to be, a girl always wants a man like her dad. In order to have that, your father has to be present in your life, okay? And I want to say that my oldest son's dad reminded me a lot of my father in many ways, but probably not the most important ways. He asked her to marry her. She says, I do. They share I love yous or whatever. And I wrote down this. I wrote down, it seems to be easier for these people to fall deeply in love with these genuine, vulnerable, unabridged, non-judgmental, open to possibility conversations than those of us who meet one another and you see, oh, I think you're handsome and now I'm enamored with the way that you look, versus actually being seen and getting to know you. I need people to see me. I need you to see, and if you know what that means, it's not visual. I need you to see me, see my inside, see who I am. Now we could go back to Marissa and Ramses, and she says that they're soulmates. Soulmates is different than, we have a lot in common. We have a lot in common is definitely for sus amigos. So I don't know. This is what I'm writing down. She asked him what his moon and rising are. Do you guys know what your sun, moon, and rising are? If you don't, there are several apps that will help you. And the funny thing is, I know mine. I know my whole birth chart. There are some things that come scarily close to who I am and who I am now, like who I've become now, who I was and who I've become now as I've transitioned, you know, in age and life experiences and stuff. And I've looked at it, I'm always amazed at how it like can be so accurate to where I am today. So my sun is a Virgo. Y'all know I'm a Virgo. My moon is a Libra, so sometimes when I seem indecisive, like that whole logical, whimsical thing, that is why. And then my rising is a Capricorn, and sometimes that's why I can appear very matter-of-fact to people. That damn Capricorn that resides in my chart. Anyway, if you know yours, let me know down below in the comments if you want to share. If you don't, it's okay. If you think astrology is bogus, that's okay too. This is just if you want to. So when she gets back to Bowden, excuse me y'all, when she gets back to Bowden, she's all like, I'm cool. I realize that my connection is way better, and I respect that. Like, she didn't waste no time, and he handled it with grace. Like, he thought he was the one though. Right before that, he thought, yeah, we got this connection. I'm him. I'm that guy for her. And ooh, you are and could be a really good friend. You guys have so many things in common, but does that really work? Having a lot of commonalities. I think that it can. I think that anything works if you want it to. Anything works if you want it to. Well, we see back in the women's quarters, and Hannah shares with Brittany what went down. like how he begged her and how he was like, you're the one, and you know, low-key tried to manipulate her. And but can you wait just one more day? Just why would I wait one more day if you were sure? And why would you wait this long if you were sure? Don't tell me one thing and I stick with that. I also wrote down, I'm so glad that she knew that she was being manipulated. I love that while he was in the quarters talking to Leo was talking to Nick, I'm glad that Nick wasn't swayed by anything that he was saying, because he was trying to make it like she was all emotional because she wanted to be with him. No, she was all emotional because she was confused, and she's 26 and she's still trying to figure out what it is she wants. Which, I mean, at about 26, you still be trying to figure it out, because that shit changes. It changes when you're 30, it changes when you're 35, changes when you're 40, changes again, okay? Changes quite often because you are changing and evolving constantly. So the thing that you want for yourself will change. The desires change. The way you look at the world changes. So, I don't know. Then Leo goes in there and, you know, tries to cause herself bowing out and make it a mutual breakup. You knew that girl was gonna leave you alone. Why are you playing with us? Why are you playing with her? Listen, anyway. So he's gonna go choose Brittany, who's now his second option. Brittany was in at first, and then when you started hollering about I got two connections and I'm not sure, and talking about the connections and how you felt, that messed him up. Yeah, he just FAFO, didn't he? He fucked around and found out. We see Alex and Tim again. And the last time they did some painting, her painting was good. Like, she low-key is artistic. He proposed. I like that he wrote a letter to her dad. I also love, I wrote down that the men, specifically the black men, are very expressive, very open with their tears, very vulnerable. Like, I really like a man that knows how to be vulnerable and emotionally intelligent and is not afraid. Like, if we're together, then I'm the person that you would have these conversations with. I should be the person that you feel like safe with, to be your open, true, and authentic self. And when you don't feel safe, you need to move along. You know, that's just what it is. It's just how life works. Even if you think that you're a safe space, if they feel like that they aren't a safe space with you, you don't want them to be with you. You want them to be somewhere where they feel safety and loved and cared for and valued, because you want the same thing for yourselves. That was just a sidebar. Y'all can write that down because it's really important. Now, I know they both have been saying I love you, but in this moment, he said I love you and she said love you. And for me, the I means a lot. Dear future babes, add the I, okay? Don't hit me with love ya, no ya, no ya, no. It's I love you. It attaches your personal feelings to it when you say I love you. I love you. I see you. I value you. I honor you. I adore you. I desire you. So anyway, you know, I like the reveals. We see Monica and Steven reveal their reveals. She said it's hard to be 36 and single. How y'all feel? Anybody over 35 and single and you feel like it's hard? Let me know down below in the comments. What do you think? Is that something that you feel? Because I'm 48. I am single. Okay, as fuck. And I don't feel like it's hard being single. And that's probably because I have been married, likely, okay? But I think more importantly is that I love me. I love spending time with me. I know what I want, what I desire. I date myself. I enjoy my own company. So for me, it's not hard. But then I also have, I'm in a collective of friends that the majority of them are also single. So I don't have that comparison. I mean, they be in relationships and stuff and I be looking like, oh, that's nice, congratulations. But for the most part, it's not hard being single. Sometimes I want to cuddle, right? And I'm not able to, but I don't think that it's hard. That's just me. And so I'm asking you, men, women, all y'all, what y'all think? Is it hard for you to be single? If you are. When they were meeting, I thought to myself, she looks so beautiful and elegant. And I think that this experiment was important for her because she has a checklist, has to be well traveled and have degrees and all of these things. Check, check, check. And Steven is none of those. He's not even her age. Okay, I think he's 31. So this is really like a big leap of faith for her, just to embark on this journey with someone who's younger, someone who's an electrician. But if you know, like I know, electricians, honey, make money, okay? And if he worked for like an electric company, baby, let me tell you something, he probably make more money than she do. I mean, in his appearance, he's a regular guy. But I'm here to tell you, I work for the electric company. I know what they make. Additionally, they be getting overtime. He can do all the things. He can match her energy when it comes to like going places and being able to afford things. Is he as refined as her? Probably not. But that is okay. That is okay. Anyway, I wrote down she seems to like him, but is also overstimulated by all of her emotions. Seeing him in, you know, in person. Now, I don't think that they match as well as, let's say, Tyler and Ashley, but I think that they will be comfortable with one another. Like, at first I was like, does she like him? Well, does she like him? And I was like, yeah, she likes him. She's whispering. She's whispering like she's got a secret to tell him, and I need you close enough to me for me to share that with you. I was like, he's attracted to her because, like he said, she's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Not on the just on the outside, but on the inside. And we're back to Ramses and Marissa. He gives her a letter. He reads her letter. She reads his letter. I loved his letter. And she was like, it sounds like something out of Bridgerton. Baby, he said, you are the... Look at me. You are the love I desire. Baby, listen, my little heart right now is full just at the thought, like, how beautiful is that? And I want to love you in the tucked away places of my heart. Here I am, my whimsical romantic self is like, yes please. Yeah, yes please, yes please, thank you. Like, yes. And it was genuine. It didn't feel like it was forced, or, you know, it sounds like him. It felt like him. Marissa said something, and she said, I don't have an issue with people finding me attractive, people liking my personality and liking me. I have a problem with them staying. I felt that in my spirit. I felt that deep down, like when she said that people are enamored by me and have a, oh, what do we call it? Idea of who I am already, and then when they see me, they meet me, and not meet me, but they really get to know me and spend time with me, and they recognize that there are so many facets about me, they don't like me no more. I might be too much, you know what I'm saying? And I felt that in my soul. Yeah. So then we see Alex and Tim. They're getting ready to have their reveal, and I thought that he looked really nice in his suits. She was concerned about if he would be attracted to her because she's tall and curvy. You know, if he was looking for someone who was petite you know what I'm saying, and short or whatever, that it wouldn't work out. And I get it. I get it. Society's image of us as women have really like added to insecurities that we have of our own already. So the easiest way that I could say it. I said she likes him. She was trying to take him in. She likes him. It looked like she was a little unsure at first, but she likes him. She snuggles him. I wrote down. He keep talking about his sisters. He needs grief counseling. He needs therapy. He needs to get that out. Baby, listen. I wrote down, this is my first time writing down about them. I wrote, I don't know if they're going to make it. We'll talk about that in a second. Oh, this is the end of episode 4. She wrote a letter. Brittany, to Leo. And it includes that she was hurt and that she feels stupid and embarrassed for the most part. And also she said that this was her biggest fear, that she would be somebody's number 2, a second fiddle to somebody. Hey, yo, listen. I really believe in the things that we call in. We call things into our lives. So she said her biggest fear was being second fiddle, or, you know, being pitted against, or, you know, some type of competition, etc. I absolutely feel like we call things in. And so what are you calling into your life? What are you welcoming into your life? Me, I am welcoming an abundance of joy. Like, it's stuck to me like glue and can't let go. You know, gorilla glue. I'm calling in genuine and authentic love. I'm calling in an abundance of kindness. Like, I mean, there's some other things, but when I think about my spirit, those are the things that I long for, that I want. And so I've been calling those in, and they have been finding me and attaching themselves to me like white on rice. I love my life. I love the life that I am creating. And I didn't say create because I'm constantly creating for my life. So what are the things that you are calling in? I mean, you know, look, money is attracted to me. Okay, it don't chase me, it has found me. Let's not negate that. Okay, all the things that my heart desires have found me. That's why I tell y'all what I do at the end every time. Listen, so here we are. It's episode 5. Did I say what the other one was called? What was episode 4 called? It don't even matter, because this is What the Duck. We're still on Leo and Brittany, and he's all like, I love you and I know you like to hear it. How do I like to hear something that you have yet to say? Like, this is the first time you said it. Did he forget? And she was like, yeah, I do. Like, so they're both like really playing games. Like, cause ma'am, I would have been like, sir, you just told me I don't want to say I love you to somebody and not mean it. And when I say I love you, it's gonna be the person that I want to marry. He reads a poem. He asks her to marry him. She says yes. I write down why. Why? Because she was just saying it to say it. Like, you don't love that man. You don't love that man. Then we see Nick and Hannah and her reveal. With their first reveal, I was like, something's off. The chemistry is off. Something's not there. She is probably the more shallow one, because she's like, I'm a foot taller than him. He's not anything of what I expected, because I was thinking football player, 6'5", you know, a stockier build. I think he over-exaggerated. He said he was a kicker and a punter. I don't think kickers or punters are that big body beings. Big dog. She like a big dog. I don't think kickers and punters are the big dogs. I think that they're like regular. Y'all know the song. She said she want a big dog. 6'5", or whatever. I don't know what the hell the song goes, but that's the song. But he likes her. He likes her. He thinks that she's gorgeous. I wrote down, she's gonna be shorter than him when she take off the heels. And you want a man who, when you wear heels, that he's okay with you being taller, because I like heels. And that is not gonna, he's not gonna feel emasculated. I dated a guy who lied on his online profile, and he said that he was 5'9". When we met, I'm 5'7". When we met, I was taller than him. Flat foot, I was taller than him. But I was like, I'm gonna wear heels. Are you okay with that? And I wore these heels that make me like 6 feet tall. And when I tell you that he was fine with it, he was still a protector, still walked on the outside, still held my hand, still. I said, oh, okay, I like him. There was something about him I didn't like, so we didn't make it. But anyway, that's years ago, years ago. When she left, I'm looking at my next notes. When Hannah left, I thought, is she gonna back out because he's not what she wants aesthetically? That she really wasn't connected to him. We get back to Ramses and Marissa, and he is in touch with his feelings. He operates in gratitude, and he proposes to her. I like him. I told y'all I don't know about that little piece, but I like him. I like his energy a lot. I like who he is a lot. And it seems like, although he is not what people would say is traditionally masculine, he would protect her. He's gonna give her what she needs, what she desires. Yeah, he's gonna protect what's most important, and that's her heart. Like, yeah. I hope that to be true. When Leo and Brittany meet, he's enamored by her beauty. He thinks she's gorgeous and is all over her. And now is glad that that was the decision that he made. And then he keeps saying, people think you're dumb, but you're really smart. They don't know. That's an insult. That's like the 3rd time that he said that. Okay, maybe the 2nd time, but that's a whole ass insult. And he's constantly saying he loves her. He loves her. I love you, babe. I love you. Now he's I love you overdosing. She ain't sure about him, and she say, I'm not gonna tell you I love you unless I mean it. He's like, I'm just gonna keep telling you. Child, that's gonna get on her nerves, my nerves, your nerves. I wrote down, Leo, she's gonna break your heart, baby. Because you're telling her the things that you love about her, and she can't even tell you what she likes about you. Yeah, you about to get your heart broke. I wrote down, she likes his money. She does not like him. Then she said, if we don't get to go to Mexico, can we go to Miami? I didn't know that all the couples don't automatically get to go to Mexico. I didn't know that. And then they give us a note that they didn't go to Mexico. They didn't get chosen to go to Mexico, that they go to Miami, and shortly after they break up. They get, what's it called? They break up because they ain't had nothing else. So now we get to the reveal of Marissa and Ramses. And I like his outfit. I like his style, except for that hair. She likes him. She's super giddy, laughing, touching. Like, I'm all like, she thinks he's gorgeous. I'm all like, I think she likes him more than he likes her. Like, I think she's all in. To the point where, like, it's like they're in their own little time bubble, and it's just the two of them, and she's just so giddy, and oh my God. But he likes her. She's got all the and he's very calm and relaxing, and I think that the two of those things are going to work really, really well together. It's a good balance. You need balance. And he doesn't seem like he's going to be annoyed because she talks a lot or has a lot of energy, like, because he knows he knows who he is and is in touch with himself, and that is like a wonderful thing. She said he was a Cancer Leo. She was like, that means the sex is gonna be good. Listen, I don't know about the moon and the sun, the moon and the rising, but them Cancers, I've had really great experiences with Cancer lovers because they are in touch emotionally. I've had really good experiences with Cancer lovers. Absolutely have. So the couples that are going to Cabo are Cabo San Lucas, Mexico are Monica and Steven, Taylor and Garrett, Ashley and Tyler, Marissa and Ramses, Hannah and Nick, Alex and Tim. So right now my question is, right now, before we get all the way, I know in episode 6 we're in Mexico already, but before we know a whole lot and before the next episodes drop, who do you think is gonna make it? Who do you think is gonna make it? Let me know down below in the comments. Maybe I'll try and put a poll up, right? That'll let me know if you actually watch my videos. Who do you think is gonna make it? So now I am going to switch and go couple by couple and tell you what I think about them. So we got Taylor and Garrett. They seem very comfortable and relaxed with one another. They talk about their moms and how they, you know, want to be like their mothers because their mothers were selfless and, you know, like would stop everything for everybody. That's what mothers do for their children and kind of for the people that they love for the most part. But I'm here to tell you, as a mother, stop neglecting yourself. Stop putting everyone's needs above your own. You are wearing yourself out. You are making yourself unhappy. Find the things that you love to do, the things that bring you joy, and do those. Because when we are happy and joyous, then it's easy for that to trickle down to the people that we love. But when we are unhappy, baby, everybody is unhappy, okay? Don't lose yourself caring for your children and your spouse. I really don't have a whole lot of stuff, but I'm all like, Garrett sleeps with scotch tape over his mouth. What does that do? Have y'all heard of that? What is that? Somebody tell me, what is that? But also, what are your nighttime quirks? Do you have any? My nighttime quirk is that I snore. That's all. That's all. I snore. And if I'm comfortable with you and we've been drinking, baby, I'm probably gonna call all the hogs. It's gonna be a Mack truck and a bear had a baby together. But overall, they look good together. So Tyler and Ashley, I think that they look cute together. They do match very much so aesthetically. It is time to see if they match physically. Excuse me. They match emotionally. They look good together aesthetically. Let's see how they mesh together in real life. I like that they do have, you know, the prayer in their life. That whole praying at night before they went to bed. I hope they continue that. I hope they find a lot of rituals and habits that they form together. He was like, we didn't talk sex in the pods. So they talk a little bit about it, and she said that she has been not celibate but abstinent for 3 years. There's a difference. And it wasn't because she didn't want to. It was that she didn't want to keep giving herself away, giving herself. And the next time it would be somebody that she would connect with emotionally. Well, here we are, it's Tyler. So I give them about a week because she needs to figure out if what she felt inside the pods are outside the pods. He talked about soul ties, and like he, you know, hadn't slept with anybody, I forgot for how long, but a certain period of time, and that they're, you know, the soul ties are real. Yeah. One of the Ray of Sunshine said that there's some kind of like something going on TikToks. I don't want to know what it is yet, not until I finish episode 6, then I'll go and I'll search. But what's happening? I mean, y'all can tell me. Y'all can tell me. I was like, he is into her when they were in that jacuzzi. He is into her. And I was like, girl, take that cover off. Take that cover up off. take it off because you look crazy with that long sleeve cover up in the jacuzzi. Take that cover up off. I know modesty is a thing, but it's water. It's a bathing suit. If you wanted to hide your body, ma'am, you should have bought a bathing suit with a skirt. Take that long sleeve cover up off. It's cute. It's super cute, but take that off. Leave it to the side so that if you're uncomfortable with the crew looking at you or him looking at you, that you can grab it and put it on. Take that off. Hannah and Nick. I wrote they not gonna make it. They not gonna make it. She ready to have the sex. He wants everything to be private. So whatever they do, he doesn't want people to know about it because he has a brand to protect. He's a real estate agent. You got a brand? All right, homeboy. Yeah. Yeah. They talk about like tattoos, names on the tattoos. All right, they are kids. But they 26 and 28. When I was 26 and 28, baby, I was a full ass adult with a child, having to make real responsible decisions. So I don't know what it's like to be 26 and 28 and just single. I was a single mother. Like, so it looks a little different, and I had a different set of responsibilities that these conversations that they doing, I don't know. He says that he likes natural women. He asked her if she had any fillers in her lips. He likes natural women with natural bodies, and she was like, if I could get my boobs done, I would. Girl, me too. Girl, me too, because you're absolutely right. After you had them babies and them babies be pulling on them tits, them suckers drop down low, okay? And swing all the way to the floor. Like, they listen, do not bounce back. She says how he isn't what she normally dates. He's not her normal type, but he's growing on her. I guess that's a whole ass thing. That's the whole thing. But I think one of the biggest things that is going to be an issue is he's extremely friendly and he's flirty. But that does not mean that he wants every woman, right? And he wasn't even being flirty. The woman was being flirty when he wanted to go ride on the duck and race on the duck. And she was like, it gives me the ick. I was like, what, him having fun and enjoying himself? Now, if he's got a frat boy mentality and he's really a fuck boy, then I get it. But she's absolutely jealous of this like 40-year-old woman that saw your husband with his body that you think ain't the body that you like. not your husband yet, your fiance. She's all like, he can't be trusted. He absolutely can't be trusted. I was like, her insecurities are showing. Y'all know I like to say that her insecurities are showing. Okay. Alex and Tim worry me just a little bit. They are very comfortable together. He likes to joke and she is kind of serious. He was right. I was afraid that we weren't going to be able to have fun, because he keeps talking about, you know, I'm a dog, I like dog, whatever the phrase is. And although it got on my nerves, I'm over here. It's getting on her nerves, and she's all like, you got one last time, one more time. I think she's getting a little carried away with that. She also says that she used to get annoyed easily, be irritated easily. Ma'am, I think you still do. I think you still do. Because the dog thing, nothing but the dog in me, is bothering you. It's bothering you. And he shares, I don't argue and I don't yell. I would just leave. It's a red flag to me. And she was like, even for your wife? Which says that she's an arguer. Like, we're gonna keep our eye out. We're gonna keep our eye out. I think Marissa's and Rams's is our last. Oh no, we got Stephen and Monica. Marissa and Rams's, honey, they have already done the do, honey. And it is exactly what she thought it was gonna be, because she is grinning and all up under him and on him. They are very comfortable together. She shares with him though that he is always the type of man that she has always wanted to date but never did. Why? Because she felt like, you know, he would be too soft, or he, you know, and everybody that she dated was hyper masculine. And now she realizes, like, this is comfortable, this is nice, this feels good. I wrote down, they got their silk pillowcases. Baby, because the hair needs to be protected. Alex actually had a scarf on too. The hair needs to be protected. Protect it. Get your bonnet out. It needs to be protected. Bring your silk pillowcases. Your hair needs to be protected. I wrote down, are you a cuddler? Because she looks like she wants to be in his skin. I also wrote down she's a free spirit. Our last one is Steven and Monica. She said he's different than her mold. I talked about that. I also wrote down she's going to introduce him to new experiences. He's going to enjoy all the experiences. He is enamored by her beauty, but also by her wisdom and her maturity, about her, how she is emotionally mature. Like, he is enamored by her, and she him. Like, she is surprised by how much she likes him, with him being a blue collar worker and not, you know, having only gone to school for 18 months as an electrician. Like I said, they making the coins. They making the coins. I wrote down he is definitely white in his personality, but you can see that he is very much so ambiguous in his looks. But you can see the full nose tells you that he's has African descent. The color of his skin says African descent. I mean, I might be only one shade darker than him, honestly. And yeah, yeah, they gonna be okay. He gonna rock her world though in the bed when they get in the bed. They did, yeah. Anyway, so that was episodes 4 and 5. Thank you so much for watching my review. What did you think about the episodes? Now we're getting ready to get into the nitty gritty. We're getting ready to get into the nitty gritty. I am your girl, Talisa Ray. Thank you so much for watching my review. If it's your first time visiting my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button to become a ray of sunshine. Right next to that is the notification bell. Click that too. Why are they talking? They talking, knowing I'm finishing off. They got deep voices, okay? Y'all hear me. Anyway, know that I love you in real life and want every good thing that God has in store for you, even though you don't know what that is for yourself, and we are always figuring it out. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I will see you on the next review.